Welcome, everyone, to the very first session of our 2026 book review journey. And I'm excited to invite you on an adventure where each month we'll dive deep into a new book, 12 books in total, each chosen to challenge us, inspire us, and elevate both our personal and professional growth. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Carla. I work in the insurance and financial service industry, but most of all, I'm someone who's deeply interested in how people think, how we perform under pressure, and why some people keep rising while others quietly stall, even when they're capable of more. And if you're watching this, whether you're in an insurance sales, leadership, or maybe you're just trying to grow, you're probably asking similar questions. Now, let me be real. This is my very first time doing this, and I'm stepping into it fully and on purpose, which tells me I'm exactly where I need to be. Now, every Wednesday, I'll break down the week's topic, not just summarizing the chapters, but I'll be pulling out the lessons that made me pause, made me rethink and stretch my own limits. These aren't just book reviews, they're conversations about how we grow, how we adapt, and win in our businesses and in our lives. Now, our very first book this January is Winning by Tim S. Grover, a book that redefines what it means to compete, to persist, and to rise above. Over the next 4 weeks, we'll break down Grover's most powerful lessons, and I'll share how each one has shifted my mindset and shaped my personal development. Now, let me be very clear about this book. This book is raw. This book is about the side of success most people don't talk about, the part that's lonely, demanding, and quietly heavy. It's not inspirational, it does not cuddle, and it does not prioritize your comfort. It's not motivational. In fact, it's confrontational. Perfect for January. I'll invite you to listen and reflect, and more importantly, join the conversation and ask yourself, how do these ideas challenge my thinking? And where do I see myself in these stories? Now, at the end of every session, I'll leave you with a question to ponder. One of the central ideas in the book Winning is this: winning is lonely, and that's the price. Grover dismantles the fantasy that winning feels good all the time. My friends, winning does not feel good all the time. The truth is, winning isolates and it demands standards others won't keep. Winners don't seek consensus, they seek results, and they get comfortable being misunderstood. Ask yourselves, where have I softened my standards to be liked? Where did I stop pushing because it felt lonely? In this business, top producers are often quietly judged. Their discipline gets mistaken for arrogance, and their consistency gets mistaken for obsession. The truth is, if everyone understands your pace, it's probably not fast enough. There was a moment not long ago where I realized something about myself. I was doing well, but I wasn't pushing the way I know I could. I was reliable, responsible, and consistent, but I had softened some standards, mostly so things would feel easier and quieter. And that's the lie comfort tells us. It tells us you've earned the rest, when it's really saying you're not growing. This book didn't let me stay comfortable. Now, Grover says high performance don't look for agreement. They don't look for applause. They look for results. And that's when it hit me. Because if everyone understands your pace, if everyone agrees with your standards, and if no one questions your intensity, you might not actually be stretching yourself. So here's where I leave you today. This week, I want you to notice something about yourself. Ask the question, where have you lowered a standard to stay comfortable? Where have you chosen approval over progress? Or where being understood has mattered more than being effective? Because next Wednesday, we're going to talk about the dark side of winning, the pressures, the obsession, and why winners don't run from either one. And that conversation might really make some people uncomfortable, which is exactly why we're having it. If this resonated with you, drop a comment with one thought that stuck with you. You don't have to explain it, just name it. And if you're building something, your career, your business, your confidence, come back next Wednesday. This is just the beginning. Same place, same time. We'll be getting sharper together. See you next time. See you live, all gas, no breaks.